Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys know the vibes. Let's get pretty in tune. Okay, guys, welcome. It says country artist Jack Rowe testifies on fentanyl crisis. Time for us to be proactive. Zombie apocalypse. Now we all know that fentanyl have been taking over the U.S. like a windstorm. Like I don't think people were prepared for what fentanyl was going to do and how much it was going to affect people and how rapidly it is spreading throughout the U.S. So, Jack Roll, he testified about the fentanyl crisis, and he pretty much was demanding uh, for the state, the Senate, to now take accountability and to be proactive about what is happening with this zombie apocalypse. Hopefully, let me play it.
During the time that I've been given to share my testimony here, I think it's important to note before I start that in these 5 minutes I'll be speaking that somebody in the United States will die of a drug overdose, and it is almost a 72% chance that during those 5 minutes it will be fentanyl related. Having started that way, Chairman Brown, Ranking Member Scott, and esteemed committee members, thank you for having me. I know this is a bit of a curveball, but I like a little baseball myself. My name is Jason D. Ford, but to most I am known as Jelly Roll. It is important to establish earlier that I am a musician and that I have no political alliance. I am neither Democrat nor Republican. In fact, because of my past, my right to vote has been restricted. Thus far, I have never paid attention to a political race in my life. Ironically, I think that makes me the perfect person to speak about this because fentanyl transcends partisanship and ideology, gentlemen and women. This is a totally different problem. And I was speaking outside to the media, and I gave them a statistic that said 190 people a day overdose and die every single day in the United States of America. That is about a 737 plane. That's what about a 737 craft. Could you imagine the national media?
Okay, I don't like the way it's glitching, so we have to try it another way. I gotta see what I gotta see. Why is it doing that? I don't try to see. Okay, let's go check it out this way.
During the time that I've been given to share my testimony here, I think it's important to note before I start that in these 5 minutes I'll be speaking that somebody in the United States will die of a drug overdose, and it is almost a 72% chance that during those 5 minutes it will be fentanyl related. Having started that way, Chairman Brown, Ranking Member Scott, and esteemed committee members, thank you for having me. I know this is a bit of a curveball, but I like a little baseball myself. My name is Jason D. Ford, but to most I am known as Jelly Roll. It is important to establish earlier that I am a musician and that I have no political alliance. I am neither Democrat nor Republican. In fact, because of my past, my right to vote has been restricted. Thus far, I have never paid attention to a political race in my life. Ironically, I think that makes me the perfect person to speak about this because fentanyl transcends partisanship and ideology, gentlemen and women. This is a totally different problem. And I was speaking outside to the media, and I gave them a statistic that said 190 people a day overdose and die every single day in the United States of America. That is about a 737 plane. That's what about a 737 aircraft can carry. Could you imagine the national media attention it would get if they were reporting that a plane was crashing every single day and killing 190 people. But because it's 190 drug addicts, we don't feel that way. Because America has been known to bully and shame drug addicts instead of dealing and trying to understand what the actual root of the problem is with that. But the sad news is that that narrative is changing too, because the statistics say that in all likelihood, almost every person in this room has lost a friend, family member, or colleague to the disease known as addiction. I've attended more funerals than I care to share with y'all. This committee, I could sit here and cry for days about the caskets I've carried of people I loved dearly, deeply, in my soul, good people, not just drug addicts, uncles, friends, cousins, normal people. Some people that just got in a car wreck and started taking a pain pill to manage it. One thing led to the other. And how fast it spirals out of control, I don't think people truly understand. So many people. Equally, I think it's important for me to tell y'all that I'm not here to defend the use of illegal drugs. And I also understand the paradox of my history as a drug dealer standing in front of this committee. But equally, I think that's what makes me perfect to talk about this. I was a part of the problem. I am here now standing as a man that wants to be a part of the solution. I brought my community down. I hurt people. I was the uneducated man in the kitchen playing chemist with drugs I knew absolutely nothing about, just like these drug dealers are doing right now when they're mixing every drug on the market with fentanyl, and they're killing the people we love. I'll be honest with y'all, my desire is to only get older and only do better and be better. I believed when I sold drugs genuinely that selling drugs was a victimless crime. I truly believe that, y'all. My father always told me what doesn't get you in the wash will get you in the rinse. Now I have a 15-year-old daughter whose mother is a drug addict. Every day I get to look in the eyes of a victim in my household of the effects of drugs. Every single day. And every single day I have to wonder if me and my wife, if today will be the day that I have to tell my daughter that her mother became a part of the national statistics. History repeats itself, gentlemen. Even in the 1990s, crack cocaine had long made its way into my middle lower class neighborhood. And at that moment, even as a teenager, you could have never convinced me in that moment that there would be a far bigger problem on the horizon in the form of a pharmaceutical drug. And then I watched opioids and Oxycontin burst onto the scene. I'm here to tell y'all that fentanyl is going to make the Sackler family look like saints. And I want to let y'all sit with that for a second. It is time for us to be proactive and not reactive. We were reactive with crack. We were reactive with opioids. And y'all are taking the first step at somebody in Senate finally being proactive. I truly believe in my heart that this bill will stop the supply and can help stop the supply of fentanyl. But in part of being proactive, gentlemen and women and ladies, I have to be frank and tell y'all that if we don't talk to the other side of Capitol Hill and stop the demand, we are going to spin our tires in the mud. Y'all are taking the first step, but I encourage you to take it outside of this room and you take it to your colleagues and your constituents and you give them the most that you can. I know I've got a few seconds here, and Senator Brown said I may or may not go over. All I want to say is that I not only encourage y'all to do this, I encourage y'all to take it a step further. At every concert I perform, I witness the heartbreaking impact of fentanyl. I see fans grappling with this tragedy in the form of music that they seek solace in music and hope that their experiences won't befall others. They crave reassurance. These are the people I'm here to speak for, y'all. These people crave reassurance that their elected officials actually care more about human life than they do about ideology and partisanship. I stand here as a regular member of society. I am a stupid songwriter, y'all, but I have firsthand witnessed this in a way most people have not. I encourage y'all to not only pass this bill, but I encourage you to bring it up where it matters, at the kitchen table.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Now, that was powerful. That was a powerful segment that I think many of us needed to hear. Because sometimes people walking around like this zombie apocalypse with this fentanyl. It's not happening. And it keeps expanding and keeps expanding. And a lot of these people didn't even think that this fentanyl epidemic would hit their neighborhoods, but now it's touching their families and their families and their families. You know, that's how real. And the cocaine, heroin ain't got shit on what this fentanyl is doing. It literally put them up in a trance. Not only that, they have to get their body appertain because it appertain the body. These people are living dead, living zombies. And I hate to say that, but this drug got all the characteristics of making a human into zombie form. And people is not talking about this. Yeah, I have my girl Sarah to give y'all just some, you know what I'm saying, data up on what this fentanyl is doing. Okay? Y'all check this out.
U.S. deaths due to fentanyl nearly quadrupled in 5 years. Overdose deaths in the United States tied to the powerful synthetic opioid fentanyl soared 279% from 2016 to 2021, health officials reported Wednesday. With the nation reeling from continued drug overdose deaths, investigators sought to identify trends in drug-related fatalities involving the 5 most commonly involved opioids and stimulant drugs: fentanyl, heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine and oxycodone. In just 5 years, deaths involving fentanyl, the most frequently implicated substance, rose from 6 per 100,000 people to 22 per 100,000, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This continues to be a public health concern in the United States that we should keep monitoring, said lead researcher Marianne Rose Spencer, a health statistician at CDC's National Center for Health Statistics. The rate of overdose deaths involving methamphetamine and cocaine also increased during that time period, while deaths from heroin and oxycodone dropped off, Spencer's team found. The report, like many others over the past few years, highlights the devastation that fentanyl is wreaking on our country as lost lives continue to mount, said Pat Ossom, Associate Vice President for Consumer Clinical Content Development at the Partnership to End Addiction. Among the young, fentanyl and methamphetamine were the most lethal. Death rates were highest among young adults ages 25 to 44, with men more affected than women. All races were involved, but Black Americans and Native Americans were hit especially hard. These chilling overdose deaths are driven by a number of factors, including misuse of opioid prescription painkillers, and use of heroin and fentanyl, often in combination with other substances, said Ossom, who was not involved with the study. Cocaine, meth, ecstasy and counterfeit pills that resemble Adderall, Xanax and Percocet or other pain medications may be laced with fentanyl, resulting in an overdose if the person using the substance has no tolerance for it, she said. Increasingly, fentanyl is combined with xylazine, an animal tranquilizer known as tranq, that can raise the risk of overdose and death, Ossom added. For the study, CDC researchers used data from the National Vital Statistics System. Among the other findings, fentanyl was the leading cause of overdose death among all ethnic and racial groups. The rate of drug overdose deaths involving heroin decreased by nearly 41%, although that wasn't considered significant. The rate of overdose deaths from oxycodone decreased by 21%. Spencer said that because the CDC team used death certificate data, it's not possible to show whether overdose deaths from heroin, cocaine,
Y'all heard that? She said the death from heroin decreased by 41%. The deaths of opiates decreased by 29%. And that's only because fentanyl is taking over. People is not up on these drugs no more. People are now doing fentanyl that is 10 times worse. Okay. They put animals, what they use to tranquilize animals, they put that into drugs. And that's what gives them that bending over zombie apocalypse effect. And when they stick the needle up in there, it causes their parts to become dead and literally need to get amputated. Okay, just like some zombies. You know how you see zombie with no arms, no legs, but still living. This is what the fuck it is. And they said Black American and Native American, because you have to realize the Black American are the natives, are the indigenous and the natives of the land. They are the ones that are the most impact off of this fentanyl epidemic. It's getting real out here, good people. I'm fit to show y'all some videos, and these videos is gonna be mad blowing. So I'm gonna give y'all a warning, a disclaimer that this kind of can be a little gruesome, and not only that, it can just be a lot if you're not ready for the eye to take what is going on here. So check these out.
Half-conscious addicts with deep sores and bent backs are becoming a more frequent sight in several countries, especially in the US, where the zombie drug has recently gained traction. The zombie drug xylazine, also known as Tranq, is originally an animal tranquilizer that is both cheap and easy to access. As a result, it has made inroads in illicit drug markets. The use of xylazine was first reported in Puerto Rico and Philadelphia in the mid-2000s, but experts say that it was in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic that its consumption increased exponentially in Philadelphia and in other states, and now in 2023 it is present in most US states. When consumed, it is known to cause necrosis in humans because it reduces blood pressure, heart rate, and respiration. Necrosis, the rotting of human tissue, can ultimately cause victims to require amputation, and that's where the drug gets its nickname, zombie drug. While Tranq is not an opioid that is used by itself, drug dealers often combine it with depressants or stimulants like heroin, cocaine, and fentanyl to prolong or enhance their effects, or to increase their weight, and in turn, raise their street value. These combinations can be lethal, especially when fentanyl is involved, as fentanyl is said to be 50 times stronger than heroin, and is often itself used to adulterate other drugs like heroin and cocaine. Consumers who use the drug either knowingly or unknowingly often fall into an hours-long stupor, and once they wake up, they are already in need of another high. Treating xylazine patients is difficult, as it requires that the effects of multiple addictions be mediated, and at times that body parts with infected skin ulcers be amputated, as some grow so deep they can infect tendons and bones. Overdose reversal drugs that are often used for opioid addicts are not very effective on xylazine, making treatment even harder. Drug abuse is rampant in the US, where more than 109,000 lives were claimed in 2022 due to overdoses and other drug-related issues.
So they is putting these tranquilizer drugs that they use up in animals. They putting up in heroin, cocaine, but the most common that they put this tranquilizer in, is up in the fentanyl, and this is taking over to. It's like almost like this is an epidemic. Like I'm telling you, they want to destroy. They want to get rid of these people. Okay, you can't tell me that. Like, who came up with this? They had to know with some type of scientific effect. You just don't say, "Let me go put the tranquilizer that I put up in animals into a drug." It had to be tested. It had to be known. Like, this was going to start a fucking zombie apocalypse. This is getting, man, it's sad. Y'all check out this video. That's just crazy. And look at what's going on up in the jail cells, y'all. It get even more crazy. I seen this up on Instagram. I had to pull the clip up. Like, look, this just need to be awareness on what is really happening out here.
Yeah, dog. I don't want to be a real nigga. I don't want to be a real nigga no more. If this is what being a real nigga consists of, I don't want it.
Welcome to Zombieland. This shit is wild.
I'm straight. These so-called y'all niggas be homies and shit.
This shit is crazy.
Free my dog.
This shit is crazy.
Keep them niggas ass locked up. Them niggas ass zombies now. Them niggas got some shit that we ain't seen out here on the street. These niggas shit knocked them out, man. What the fuck? Yeah, dog. I don't want to be a real nigga. I don't want to be a real nigga no more. If this is what being a real nigga consists of, I don't want it.
Welcome to Zombieland. This shit is wild.
I'm straight. These so-called y'all niggas be homies and shit.
This shit is crazy.
Free my dog.
This shit is crazy.
Keep them niggas ass locked up. Them niggas ass zombies now. Them niggas got some shit that we ain't seen out here on the street. These niggas shit knocked them out, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. What is, you can't tell me that they not trying to kill these people off. I keep telling y'all, it's into a season where I've been telling people this for years. If you're up on any drugs, because I said that they was going to be putting stuff up in these drugs that was going to kill you off. Even if in the weed, even if in the natural herbs. If you're up on any drugs, stop it. Okay, because this is how they fit to decrease the population. Okay, you want to become more so pure, so righteous during this time, because it is a battle between the cleaning and uncleanliness. And the ones that is unclean and unrighteous, these are the ones that's going to perish and have a hard time during this season. What's fit to happen? They trying to make a full-blown apocalypse, y'all. They trying to make a full-blown zombie apocalypse. They got zombie bands and shit. And I keep telling you all, when they start bombing and they start doing that, the reason why they hit these urban neighborhoods, because it is infested. It is infested. And it's spreading like wildflowers. It's just sad, man. This is sad. Y'all put up in the comments about how you feel about this content. Put up on your opinions about this drug epidemic. Let me know. Put me on. Don't forget to like, share. Show your girl some WW. It really helps your girl grow through the algorithm. Okay. I love you all. Until next time, good people. You guys know the vibes. Stay pretty in tune and check out this product. If you're looking to manage your website with our own 3D chat agent, check this out, and the links will be up in the description. Take care. Peace and love, family. Remember, if God is for you, who can be against you? Peace and love, family. I love you.
Hey,
take care.
wait just a minute. What if you can reduce bounce rates, boost conversions, and drive more leads and sales on your websites without having to shell out big bucks on advertising? With our revolutionary new 3D Chat Agents technology, now you can. Leverage industry-leading features like smart chat automation, text-to-speech, talking 3D avatars, just like me, instant lip syncing, one-click translation, and a whole lot more to drive results like never before. Improve user experience, boost engagement, increase customer satisfaction, and sales. 3D Chat Agent will be your very own chat support staff that's available 24/7 and interact with your visitors and get their questions answered. All that without staff, virtual agents, or shelling out sophisticated software platforms. This is a true game changer. Create unlimited chat agents for your website, e-commerce stores, or blogs. With this innovative new smart chat automation technology, you can book appointments, take online orders, collect customer email and phone numbers, offer discounts and coupons, and a whole lot more using fully automated and intelligent chat agent backed by artificial intelligence. The possibilities are truly endless. Contact us now to get a 3D chat agent installed on your websites. It's super easy and we provide complete installation service. This deal won't last forever. Hurry up and contact us now to launch your very own intelligent chat agent in minutes to boost your results and sales.
Link has been in the description. Take care, good people.